Morning. So I just thought before I do the numbers today, I thought I'd show you what I have for breakfast. And I've swapped my regime around. So I'm still having my 18-hour stroke 6-hour eating. I don't like feedings, as you know. So I'm having 18 hours without anything to eat, and that goes overnight, obviously, and then 6 hours feeding. So I usually about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, depending on, what my schedule is, I'll have breakfast, and that consists of coffee, and I'll show you the yogurt mix that I have. So the coffee is just ordinary coffee, good quality coffee. I don't buy rubbish because I like my coffee. I don't have a huge amount, I just have a small amount in the spoon, on the spoon, and I use this spoon because I can scrape the coconut cream. So in here I'll put a couple spoonfuls of this coconut cream. It's not a lot in here today, so I'll just use it up. This is just where I opened the can and, had to store it. In fact, what I might even do is mix it with water, just to make sure I get it all out. Don't waste any. Probably make a right mess now. So obviously that water boiled earlier. Pour it in. So obviously I wouldn't normally do that, it would be already mixed in. Get rid of that, chop it up. So no sugar, nothing like that, so it's just coffee and coconut cream in here. And I'll explain now the difference between the different coconut creams. So there's the coffee. So here's the coconut cream. So you've got normal coconut cream and light coconut cream. So when you select your cream for your coffee or whatever, don't go for the light. And the reason being, when you look at the ingredients on the back, this one has got per serving, okay, or we'll do it per 100 ml, so it's equal. This one's got 4.5 grams of carbs per 100 mils. This one is only got 2.9. So it's not the fat that you're looking at, it's the lower carb. So this is the one to buy, the faux normal coconut cream. And just out of interest, I thought I had a thing of coconut milk in the fridge, in the cupboard this morning, and I thought, oh, and this is a light version. I thought I'd just check what this is. And this is actually quite low. It's only 1.1 gram of carbohydrates per 100 mils. So I may swap to this. If I'm slowing up and I'm not losing the weight, I'll swap to this. But I'd be interested to see what the non-light coconut milk is. I don't know that because I don't have one, but that would be interesting to find out. So that may be a swap in the future. So right, so that's my coffee. My breakfast consists of, in here, I've got some chia seeds in the bottom. So probably a good spoonful of chia seeds. And I've broken up some frozen raspberries and I've just microwaved them for 10 seconds. My husband reckons that releases the flavour. So that's in that bowl. I'm going to use this spoon. So in here is my husband's homemade yogurt. It's Greek style yogurt because he lets it drain for a long time, so we get most of the whey out of it. And it's very low carb because the sugars have all been used up in the process of the making, apparently, according to him. I don't know, so he knows. So we have one spoonful. We don't need that scraper. And another spoonful. And it is yummy. This yogurt is yummy. I don't waste any. So then I just mix that up. Lid back on that. He always makes some for me so that I've always got some available because I eat it, at least 1 or 2 times a day. Sometimes I'll have a small amount after my lunch, which is just 1 spoonful then. So mix it all up. Nice mix up. And there you have it. So that's my breakfast, which is, to be honest with you, the chia seeds in this they do swell up slightly. They're a bit like, they swell up like tapioca. So when, you know, when that hits my stomach and they start swelling, it does fill your stomach. And honestly, I could go easily 5 hours without worrying about lunch. I don't have a problem. I may have one of these mid-morning. In fact, usually I do. So I try to limit it to just the 2 coffees with the coconut cream a day, and the rest of the time I drink soda water. But that's it. So I'll do the numbers now. So you see what I have for breakfast. The one thing I'll add to that is not all coconut creams are made equal, or coconut milk. So if you do choose to do something like that, then I would strongly advise you to look at the ingredient list, the ingredient list or the value, and check out the carbs on the back of the product, and obviously go with the one that's got the lowest carb. I found that more or less the Asian style coconut creams seem to be better. Whether they're more authentic and not add loads of Western junk added to them, I don't know. But, you know, so anyway, but it's entirely up to you. So let's get to the numbers. So this week I'm now 75.2 kgs. So I'm almost on that halfway mark. I'm pushing towards the 70, which is good. So that means I lost 0.8 of a kg this week, which is over £1. Not sure what it is in pounds, but in total I'm down 26.7, which is 58.8 pounds. So that's really good. It'd be great if I could reach, well, I am anticipating reaching £60 this week, because as you know, I'm going into hospital tomorrow. Actually, I've got to go in for my pre-op blood test today, but I'm going in tomorrow to have a hysterectomy, and he's told me that that weighs half a kg. So, you know, that is definitely going to take me over the £60 mark, which is great, without minimum effort, if you like. So yeah, so it's been a relatively good week. I've swapped my regime from, as I explained at the beginning of the video, I really did struggle not having my breakfast. I've had breakfast for years and years and years. It's partly habit probably, but I did feel that I was struggling. I was really trying to get through the day until I could, you know, till midday, and it was a real struggle. So I thought, what am I doing? Why don't I just swap it around? So I did. I went from a 12 to 6 in the afternoon eating window to a 8 to 2 o'clock eating window in the morning. So around 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock if I can go that little bit longer, which sometimes I can. It's quite easy, you know. I do stuff around here, and by the time I feed the dogs, walk the dogs, feed the fish, put the foggers on in the orchid house, you know, puts around outside, water the plants out here, I can easily get to 9 o'clock before I've just had my breakfast, before I get to breakfast. So that's not a problem. And then I usually make sure I eat before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So about 1:30 I'll do my meal prep and have it to eat, and then get the meal over with by 2 o'clock. So then that gives me a good long window to get through to the next day. Sometimes, and I have done this frequently this week, I've had a few macadamia nuts sort of in the evening. I mean, literally what I can just fit in my hand, because they are so expensive. You can't afford to eat too many, you know. So I usually buy 100 or 200 grams a week, and what I can fit in my hand is what I have as a little snack. And by the time I give 1 or 2 to Dexter, he loves them. I'm eating less than what I've got out. And last night my husband did make some ice cream with that yogurt that he makes. He just whizzed it up in the smoothie maker with some frozen strawberries and then froze it in the freezer, and it was delicious. So that is really going to be something that, you know, I'm going to encourage him to do again. We've got raspberries, we've got blueberries. He can make, I'd love a blueberry one, so I'll get him to do that. He's got plenty of time to mix up that stuff while I'm in hospital. He's got 4 whole days here on his own to do what he wants, so long as he looks after the plants. The dogs are most important, and the orchids and that's fine. So yeah, so I'm doing really well. I've been a little bit grumpy this week because I'm probably concerned about my surgery, although I don't feel that I am, but I probably am. But other than that, you know, I've been all right. I have noticed you could say I've been strict keto now for over 2 weeks. And I did find the beginning of the week I was quite tired. I wanted to sleep, you know, quite a lot. And that was going back to before, you know, when I was, before I lost weight, I was sleeping stacks, you know. And I was a bit concerned about that. And I'm very lethargic in that. So anyway, I read some more literature about it, and I looked at more YouTube videos, and that is very normal. That can last for 3 to 4 weeks. You know, you can feel that you're really struggling, and then you sort of kick through that, and your body starts feeling much more alive, basically. And I feel that I've come through that quicker because I was already on a relatively low carb diet, you know, but not as low as I am now. So and I feel great. I feel fit, I feel healthy, even though I've got this thing going on, you know. Other than that, I feel healthy. You know, just little things, you know. I was able to I've said this before, cut my toenails. You know, that you just get your dignity back a little bit. You know, I used to ask my husband to cut my toenails, you know, and I'm 57. You know, it was self-inflicted. So I've got some dignity back. I'm able to cut my own toenails. In fact, I might even paint them one day. Because I do wear shoes, you know, like flip-floppy sandals things. And I often see people just paint their toenails, not their fingernails. Pointless painting my fingernails with the work I do around here. But I thought, I can paint my toenails, so I might do that. I'm looking after my hairstyle. It's really easy to look after. You know, I just blow dry it when I get out of the shower, and this is it. Sometimes I straighten it a little bit, sometimes I don't. And I want to thank you all for your compliments about my hair. I appreciate that, and your support as always. And the other big thing is I went to our local Cheap Jack, local do-it-all, sell-it-all kind of store, and they had a sale on in their clothes. So I looked around and I thought, I needed to return a pair of shorts. As you know, I was really keen to get into some shorts, and I bought some medium-sized shorts, and they fitted, and they were a little bit clip, you know, but I thought they'll fit. I'm wearing a pair now, so I'm going to stand up and show you. So these are a medium size, and hopefully you can see them, and they're getting quite big, right? So I thought, I had a whole white pair in there, or a white pair in there that I hadn't even worn because I don't wear white around the garden. And I thought, they had the labels on them, so I thought, I'm going to return them. So I returned them. Oh, sat on the cushion. I returned them, and I thought I'll get a small pair, and then I will get into the small pair. And then I thought, you know what? I would like a pair of shorts, jeans, made from jeans. So I looked around the store, and I went around and ran around, and I couldn't find size 14 in the whole store. It's obviously a popular size, and that makes me feel good, because that makes me think I'm average now, you know. I'm not overweight. If I can't get a size 14, the reason is everybody's a size 14, and the 14 sell really quickly. So I thought, well, not to worry. I'll go in the change room, I'll take a size 12, and here they are, just to prove to you. They're a size 12, and they're rather nice. So I thought, there's no way I can actually get these on. Now, they do fit where they touch. They are a bit tight, right? You know, and they are stretchy fabric, so, you know, that helps. But I think in a month, or maybe not a month because I've got this thing going on with surgery and recovery, but maybe 6 weeks, I will be able to wear these with confidence, and I'm really pleased with that. And the other thing I saw in the shop was this t-shirt. I really like this t-shirt with all the flowers on it. I thought, that's really nice, and it was a small. So I hunted around, couldn't find a medium, and I thought, oh, what the hell, I'm trying on these anyway. I might as well try on the t-shirt. Tried on the t-shirt, and I believe it fits. I'm really happy with it. So You can see, I'll get back further, fits really well. It's not really tight, you know, it's not like stretched like that. I think this size small fits me okay. So I'm really happy about that. I've still got a long way to go. I've still got quite a bit of, you know, fat around me. I'm quite lucky because my fat is sort of quite evenly distributed around my body. I mean, I did carry a lot on my trunk, which is shrinking. I'm actually getting a bit of a waist now, whereas I didn't have a waist. It was like a barrel, you know. So, so I'm quite lucky in that way. I would like some to disappear from these pair because they're still quite big. And I did try on some bras, and I'm not buying them yet. I'm making do with my old ones. They're just a bit loose for now, but I did try on some bras, and I managed to comfortably fit. I used to fit bras years ago, so I know what fits and what don't. And I got into a 16 double D, and this one here is a 20 double D, right? And it's very loose. Prior to my diet, I couldn't even get these on. These were a no-no, you know. So I used to have to wear those bras, you know, those sportsy, stretchy things, because I couldn't get anything to fit me comfortably. So I'm starting to feel female again, if want for a better word. And yeah, so it's good. I feel really good about it, and I do appreciate all your support. I had Polly phone me the other day where I said that her and Clive really got me going on the journey, and she wasn't even aware of it. So there you go, she knows now. And yeah, so it's been brilliant. And so like I say, surgery tomorrow, and then so there won't be another well, there will be an update next week, which is literally just before Christmas. I will come on and tell you how the surgery went, give you all the gory details, give it to you straight, so anybody out there that's going to have this procedure done will know what's involved, and catch up with, you know, because I still will weigh myself. Obviously, I'll still keep on track as much as I can. I have told the hospital that I want a low carb, high fat diet. Whether they'll do that, I don't know, but I've got the options. You know, my husband can bring me a breakfast if necessary. You know, that what I've just got together at the beginning. He can mix that up and bring it in for me. It's not going to be an issue. It's just a bit of a drive for him, but, you know, that can be his visit that day and not bother to come back, you know, because I think he's planning on coming in once a day. So yeah, so that's it. So thank you all for watching, and all your support, and I'll catch up with you next week. Post-op. Bye.